whoever you are, wherever you are. Hope you are blessed and doing safe. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, family. Of course, I'm tuning in. You see me without the glasses off today. But if you're looking for some opportunities, particular advertisement opportunities, then look no further at the link at the bottom to my email address. You can hit me up for advertisement opportunities. We are supporting and promoting your businesses here on this channel. You can also, if you would like to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, a link is at the bottom as well. So you have multiple ways in which you can advertise with the platform by emailing me when we go on do our live stream. You also have access to premium content, those that want to see premium content that you will not find here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, as I am suspended probably by now. You guys can check out the Patreon at link at the bottom. But advertisement opportunities, definitely email me, gavin.grich1@gmail.com for rates. And for the Patreon, it is the same as the YouTube channel. It is channel gboot2786. All right, I'll holla. Peace. Can you all hear me? All right, I saw what the problem. You all hear me? I take it we've solved the problem. So good evening, family. Good evening. We're gonna come on in and start the stream. So as I was saying, you all probably couldn't hear me, but on yesterday it was rumored, at least that the Godfather Kevin Samuels collapsed at his Atlanta apartment and passed away. Now those were rumors, and nothing was officially proven. However, some subsequent hours and time later, it has been confirmed by family members, including Kevin Samuels' own mother, that he has indeed passed away at the age of 53. His mother, Beverly Samuels Birch, declined to release some details about her son's death. However, she found out about his passing only through social media. She found out through social media. And unfortunately, the rumors that we thought were just rumors, and I was waiting to make sure everything was truthful, was the facts. It is now, we can confirm that Kevin Samuels has died. Now you see I've posted this tweet up here, and I've gotten so far 169 likes. And Let me turn this music off because I want to be very serious about what I'm saying now. You see up here in the tweet, I wasn't even thinking of coming on with my image, with my picture here, but you see in the tweet, I said, explain to me the joy of celebrating a man's death because he had a difference in opinion. I didn't agree with everything Kevin Samuels said, but I find it disgusting that there are those applauding his supposed passing. Remember, death comes to us all. Be right with God. All of us are going to pass away at some point in our life, ladies and gentlemen. And the question is how did I live my life? What will others say about me? I have heard people say negative things all day about Kevin Samuels. However, I have heard even some positive things about Kevin Samuels, particular the lead attorney. Seems like a good brother who knew Kevin Samuels. One of my good friends, Dennis Sperling, who does a live stream on YouTube as well. He has over 18,000 subscribers. Here's what we do know, because some people just don't like it when someone tells things how they're hit. He tells things exactly how it is. People don't like blunt force trauma. People don't like the truth, and the truth hurts. I wasn't a follower of Kevin Samuels, like per se. I didn't watch his show religiously. I took some issues with some things he said. I know he and the business, Jason Black, had some issues and beef. I know that he praised Thomas Sewell, I believe, before, who was a known coon. Haven't said stuff like that, and he called women over 35 leftovers and so forth. Now, let me just say about this. Some people can't appreciate. Now, Tariq Nasheed was having a Twitter space on yesterday, and he was talking about how, why is everybody reacting the way they are to Kevin Samuels? Why are we seeing black people celebrating the death of another black man? This was somebody's son. This was somebody's brother. This was someone he was married, I know, at least twice. I don't know what relationship he has with his former spouses. I don't know if he has children. But the fact that there are people celebrating his death, I found it to be absolutely disgusting. And with regards to some of the stuff he said, was it wrong what he was saying? Because in society and in pop culture, when we talk about the women over 35 and so forth, now I got to be careful with my words. I don't want to get hate. I die, somebody gonna start hating on me when saying this. But even in society, we look down, or society has even a notion about women who get married over 35 or 40, they're not married yet. People question stuff like that. And even when he gave it to women, he gave it back to men also. People took snippets of the videos that he had and ran with it, just like they did with Cam Newton. My brother and I were talking about that yesterday. I understood what Cam Newton was talking about when he was talking about a woman holding down the fort and what you want a man to do this and that. Well, what are you doing? Can you cook? Can you clean? What's wrong with that? They have white men who go to work every day and their wives stay at home. They got housewives. Hold down the fort until I come back home. I'm working and providing a life that you want for us and for our children. I'm doing the work. And people got mad at Cam Newton saying, oh, he's misogynist. Oh, he's sexist for saying that. Did you really pay attention to what he said? And so, as we've getting, let me stop the screen. I want to share with you this. As we're getting more into the details surrounding his death, his own mother, sadly, had to find out through social media. Now, I remember when Kobe Bryant passed away and died in that helicopter crash with those 9 other individuals, including his daughter Gianna. And I remember even with his death, his wife Vanessa having to find out via social media through TMZ because there were sheriff deputies that purportedly were taking photos of the crash site. They were actually sharing them in bars, trying to pick up girls with this stuff, and it was disgusting. So just imagine this mother is having to find out that her son died from social media. She said, quote, that was a terrible thing for social media to put that out. I didn't even know. I hadn't even been notified, she said in a phone call on Friday. All I'm doing is that people pray for us, is requesting that people will pray for us. The Atlanta Police Department said officers were called to an apartment on East Paces Ferry Road, Northeast on Thursday morning regarding a person injured. By the time police arrived, first responders were performing CPR on an unresponsive man, later identified as Samuels. A woman in the apartment told officers that Samuels had complained about chest pain and that she attempted to help him, but he fell, the police report states. Now, I'm hearing this woman was a purported nurse that was there. I've been hearing reports about that. I don't know exactly what he was doing there, what she was doing there. But whatever it was, I'm sure more information will come out from the autopsy report. Samuels was taken to Piedmont Hospital. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office said in a press release that it was subscribers discussing topics such as included dating and relationships. His views, which many people on social media felt were an attack on black women, often sparked outrage. Last month, he was slammed over a video where he labeled women who are over 35 and unmarried as leftovers. So this is what I'm talking about. He says, if you have made it to 35 and you are unmarried, you are a leftover woman, he said in a video. You are what is left. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. Now, many people said that what he was saying, especially when he talked about women's appearances, when they came on criticizing their looks and dress size, was toxic and misogynistic. But let's talk about this. So you have this journalist, Ernest Owens, who said Kevin Samuels has made a career off of shamelessly disgracing black women for profit. He emboldened the most toxic individuals to project tired and harmful narratives about black women. Dead or alive, what a disgrace to live. That's all I've got to say for that misogynist. Let me, first and foremost, I don't think anybody even knows who the fuck Ernest Owens is. That's number one. He sounds moist. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ernest Owens. Now, I'm not even a Kevin Samuels fan. And Ernest Owens owns Philadelphia. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Ernest Owens owns Philadelphia Magazine. So it says here, Ernest Owens is an award-winning journalist and CEO of Ernest Media Empire, LLC. As an openly gay black journalist, oh, I hit the nail on the head. He made headlines for speaking frankly about intersectional issues. Let me put this up. Oh, this is Ernest Owens, okay? I'm looking at Philadelphia.phillymag.com. So this is him here. We'll get back to this article from MSN, but look at this. Ernest Owens is an award-winning journalist and CEO of Ernest Media Empire, LLC. As an openly gay black journalist, he's made headlines for speaking frankly about intersectional issues in society regarding race, LGBTQ, and pop culture. I was right. Now Mr. Owens is entitled to his position, but When someone dies, first and foremost, you said he made a career. Is it that he made a career off of shamelessly disgracing black women, as you say, or was he just more successful than you were, sir? I'm not even a Kevin Samuels fan, but the fact that you all are, there are people who are celebrating this. You're saying he's misogynistic, he shamed black women. What about the black women that would go on his show to talk to him? A lot of his viewers, and I'm sure a lot of his subscribers, if you go on, Butterfly said that's why he, look, do I consider him a godfather? That was his nickname. Butterflies, I mean, whether I, that was his nickname in Monica. He was more successful. I salute the brother because he was more successful than what I've done. He's actually built a following, 1.4 million subscribers. You may not like how he said things, and some stuff, yeah, I disagreed with, but because somebody has a difference in opinion than you don't ever wish death on that person. I have differences of opinion with people all the time when I'm on YouTube. Even my friends, I have differences of opinion with Nicole. I have differences of opinion with Harvey. I have differences of opinion with Sean. A bunch of people. When Nicole and Kia were on talking about the Will Smith thing and black hair, I didn't agree with what they were saying. I didn't agree with Brother Dwan B on the whole Chris Rock thing. I saw something differently from their eyes. And part of that is my experience as a stand-up comedian. I know how bad it is when someone can get on stage and slap you. And even Kevin Samuels, one of the videos I saw, one of my videos I watched a whole way through was the mask video he had called The Emasculation of Will Smith. But I damn sure, look, I didn't even celebrate when Rush Limbaugh died. And I didn't like the son of a bitch. He was a racist. Rush Limbaugh was an avowed white supremacist. I just didn't care. Now, that doesn't mean I cried for the man either because I said I didn't celebrate his death. I treat it like it's another day. And no, I don't expect everybody to support Kevin Samuels. Yeah, some people aren't going to like him and they take snippets of stuff that he says, but if you listen carefully to some of the stuff, was what he's saying wrong? That's the question I have for you all. Was he 100% wrong? Yes or no? We're going to actually do this. We're going to put up we're going to do a live. We're going to do a chat. Hold on. I'm going into the poll. We're going to do a poll right now. How many of you feel that Kevin Samuels video, he said degrading black women? Heard him talk down on black men too. Was that bad? Said, and the subway killer in New York was a fan of his. Well, John Lennon's killer was a fan of his. I don't think John Lennon liked the guy. I don't think Yoko Ono liked the guy. It's like I said, yeah, they got some women who like Kevin Samuels. Bossa Queenie is a black woman who like Kevin Samuels. Butterflies. They get most of the women who called in were black. Believe me or not, they listened. If you got 1.4 million subscribers, I can assure you that's not all men. Butterflies. It's like some of the women who, when I will never forget, let's talk about this for a second. When we talk about how we carry ourselves, how you carry yourself, how you appear before others. When we're talking about, and this is not just women, but I'm going to start with ladies. Like, remember what Monique was talking about, the sisters, that she was warning them when they go out not to wear pajamas and bonnets when they're going to pick up their child from school. What was wrong with that? And Kevin Samuels was talking about that. Some of our women don't care about their appearance. They embarrass their child walking out with flip flops, with their hair in curls and a bonnet. And they don't care they don't care for their appearance. They have no gumption. And to be real honest, so this doesn't appear misogynist, and it's not misogynist, that's just facts. They got men who do the same thing. I don't like sagging and bagging. You guys won't believe when I go in court and the people I see that show up to court wearing ripped jeans, wearing shorts. All kinds of shit. You won't believe the stuff I'm hearing. And so I see that all the time. I say, hey man, you might want to wear a suit and tie. Or if you can't wear a suit and tie, at least wear a nice dress shirt with a blazer. Right, but when you tell people that butterflies, they get upset. They think you're doing something wrong. They think you're doing something wrong, criticize. Just like with Bill Cosby. He's trying to tell black men, talking about pull your pants up, having your parents go back doing homework with your kids. And there were people who took offense and umbrage to what Dr. Cosby is saying, but Bill Cosby has paid his dues. Bill Cosby paid his dues. Did he not? Give me a yes or no. Did Bill Cosby pay his dues? Did he not help out hundreds of brothers and sisters go to college? Did he not donate monies to black filmmakers so they can make positive films like Sweetback's Badass Song, or Spike Lee doing Malcolm X, even though he had Malcolm's head in the toilet? There is also something called tough love. I don't know what the man was like in his personal life. And yeah, he could have been a funny bunny. He could have been gay. I don't know. I've seen the photographs and stuff, whatever it was. But let's be real about this. To sell it, but going back to how it tied in with Kevin Samuels, it is more about, for me, the disgusting and disparaging things people are saying about the man in death. If you're saying Kevin Samuels was this bad, wicked man, and you're making him look like, like I said again, I didn't agree with everything he said, but if you're making him the worst thing that the black community ever drudged up, you gotta be out your damn mind. Come on now, we can't, no. I'm not co-signing that. The people who had a problem with him are the people he was talking about. Yeah, I remember. This is Ernest Owens. So yeah, I remember when he wrote this crap. Yeah, I knew the name was familiar. Let me go back to him. Hold on. Guys, butterflies and sails. Come on, chill out. I knew look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Now, this is a non-lawyer saying this stuff. Now, this was after Bill Cosby was released. No, Bill Cosby's sentencing isn't being overturned because he's innocent, but because of a previous deal he struck where he already admitted to drugging women in a deposition. No, he did not. This is a journalist. This is a journalist making these. This is a journalist saying this crap, speaking on legal issues that he's not even an attorney on. This is what I'm talking about. It's a technicality. I've already told you guys it was not a technicality. And Judge Joe called him out. Sir, your ignorance of American law is deplorable. And I said, amen. I remember this. When someone is convicted and their conviction is overturned because there was denial of due process, that is not a technicality. That is a denial of a fundamental right. Even look at this picture. It's giving me moist. It's just moist. It's moist. You can hear steam escaping. I don't mind y'all commenting and disagreeing, but just don't go personal, okay? It's okay. Just don't go personal, all right? I love Butterfly 70, but Butterflies and I disagree all the time. Because we were talking about abortion, and we're talking about Kevin Samuels now, and she and I disagreed on that. But let's look at the poll. So I'm looking at the poll, and 60% of you out of 10 votes say he was wrong. Yes. Now 64% of you say yes. I'm not going to be on much further, but so you feel that he was degrading black women by his comments, or he was degrading. Well, how many of you all listen to Oprah Winfrey and watch her talk down on black men? Or how many of you, we say degrading black women, listen to rap and hip hop where everything they say is bitch and hoe? I'm being real. If you don't like what, exactly, Boss Queenie, if you don't like what folks are saying, I change the channel. Yeah, I do it all the time. If I know there's going to be somebody that's going to talk bullshit on YouTube, I don't watch them. But to applaud the man's death is the issue and problem that I have. You can disagree with him, that's fine. But applauding his death, celebrating it, is the issue that I had, that I was seeing. And I actually lost, I lost a friend over this because I'm going back and forth with them. I wasn't really trying to go back and forth with them, but I'm gonna just call this. I'm gonna just go here. Let me just show you this because so this lady, her name is Alicia Plummer. She is she's the head of the Democratic Party out here in New Orleans of this chapter. She's on the board, but she wanted to go back and forth with me over this whole thing, and all I said was, "Hey, look," and I tried to keep the whole thing respectful. I tried to keep it respectful, but it took a turn for the worse. She wanted to make it personal, so as you know, your boy fights back and he fights hard. So all I said in this post, I said there are people actually applauding Kevin Samuels' alleged death. Disgusting. And to which she said, I can understand them. It's hard to have sympathy for someone who was a horrible person while alive. So I said, well, having a difference in opinion that you don't like is grounds to applaud his passing. We'll keep that in mind when they pass. It's simply what I said. It's hard to conjure up sympathy for a person who is not so nice themselves in life. I said, well, it's simply what I said too. Celebrating his death is disgusting behavior. There were some people who knew him, who liked him, even women. Karma comes to us all. Maybe karma came to him. You castigating those who are not acting the way you think they should act is simply your opinion. I'm only stating the possible opinion of, and that's the thing, possible on the other side. And I can understand why they may feel that way. My sister was murdered at 18 years old. When her murderer was killed by NOPD almost 2 years later, don't expect me to have sympathy or kind words for him. That's where I'm coming from when I said I understand. So this is where you want to go south with people. Going south with the wrong people goes bad. So I said, well, with all due respect, I'm sorry for your loss, your sister's murder. Obviously, that's bad. But Kevin Samuels didn't murder anyone. That's a false equivalency. Some stuff he said I agreed with, other stuff not so much. To go about celebrating his death is sickening. Keyword is celebrate. There are some people like Dennis Berman who knew him and said nothing but positive things about him. And he was still someone's brother, son, and friend. If people were offended by his opinion or how he said it, was it because it applied to them? That's where I'm coming from. 100. Now I've said what I said. So she wants to go and engage back and forth with me. If people don't agree with you, they are dismissed. I said, you didn't have to fucking comment. You didn't have to comment. See, they don't have to comment. Now, this is a woman who's older than me that wants to go back and forth over someone's death. And you see, this is the type of woman who he was talking about. I know her personally, but, she could kick rocks. Fuck it. I'm not the one. She wanted to jump in. She wanted to go personal with me, talking about my reputation as a lawyer, about no wonder how I lost cases. And I said, well, I won more than I've lost, and I know you've lost some elections and some having closed all real estate deals. So shut the fuck up. You don't want Jones with me. I'm not holding nothing back no more. And people say, oh, watch what you say on YouTube, Twitter, and there's some truth to it. But no, I'm not holding back on this stuff. And it's not just her. There are other people as well. I showed you all. Don't forget, I might be a lawyer, but what I was doing before law school, I was performing. I didn't cuss on Facebook butterflies. I cussed here. So what? I'm 36. I don't care about that winch. I done had issues with her before. There was something that happened. I won't get into it, but I had an issue before where she was calling me on my mother, the death of my aunt, and wanted me to do something. And one argument led to another over this elections and stuff because it went south. So she has a habit of doing that shit. That's why black people ain't got nothing. You support an abortion. Black Lives Matter, except in my womb. But woman has a right to choose, except the baby girl in my stomach. They don't get no choice. No, I don't hold nothing back. And you know what? You got to keep, one thing I can say, I'm about to get off, but because I actually got to run. But you can't hold it can no longer hold my tongue when I see something wrong. Just like she didn't want to hold her tongue, I'm not gonna hold my tongue now. Yeah, I pick and choose my battles because honestly, arguing with people, especially like that, it wasn't gonna go nowhere. You're gonna have your opinion, and I'm gonna have mine. But I'm not gonna fight over some stuff like this. But you ain't gonna, and you're not gonna come at me talking greasy about my name. I've had a lot of people. I had a couple other stuff where somebody said some shit I didn't like that I'm gonna have to check. I can check them on. I probably will have to check them on. I've been quiet because I pick my battles. But no, not again. But more details are coming up. I'm hearing some people. I'm seeing different YouTube channels talking about foul play. I don't know anything about that. I'm waiting for the medical examiner to come back with what was the cause of death. If they determine that he had, people are talking about overdose. People are talking about he was having cocaine with this woman. Some people are saying he had too many Red Bulls. I don't know. He was 53 years old, actually, according to the medical examiner. But 53 years old, that's young. So that means 19, I don't know what his birthday was, but basically Kevin Samuels is the same age as Will Smith. That's young. That is way, way young. But rest in peace to the brother. I cannot wish death on the man. Rest in peace to him. You know, he was somebody's brother. He was somebody's friend. He had followers. He was somebody's son. He was married before previously. So yeah, still may he rest in peace. His family, friends. I say rest in peace to the Godfather. So not a fan of, like I said, I'm never really a big listener of his, but nevertheless, I'm sorry to hear his passing. That's the way it is. Subscribe to the channel, smash up the likes, y'all. When I go live, get that notification bell. We had over 30 plus people in this room. I'm so grateful. Yeah, I feel sorry for his mom. Yeah, and that's the thing. And he beat cancer twice, actually, Boss Queenie. It could have, but we don't know, man. 69. Yeah, Will Smith was born in 1968. Was it 69? Yeah, he's like a year. Yeah, he was born in 1968. Man, I just happened to type in Will Smith. That was actually the first full live stream I watched of Kevin Samuels, full one. And it seemed I'm just looking here, man. Let me just play this. It has nothing to do with this, but Will Smith's Emancipation movie is pushed back for a whole nother year. Yes, computer robots. He's really dead. NBC News reported it this morning, a few hours ago. His mother confirmed it. It's official. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this, man. Will Smith's movie has been pushed back in a wake of Slapgate. to 2023. They call it Slapgate. Damn. I'm hearing from reports. It hasn't been confirmed yet, computer robots, but it's saying that he suffered a heart attack. That's allegedly what I've heard. There have been reports about drug use involved, but I am holding off until the medical examiner gives his full analysis of what happened. But on any rate, guys, I got to get out of here. I'm actually out. I have to go somewhere, be somewhere at 7. So it's running. I'm running a little bit behind. I got to dress, but thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, I don't normally come on here Fridays, but please, thank you for joining, and please stop by the next time. Yeah, well, I mean, he gave him the excuse to do it, man. Yeah, they've suspended that movie, Emancipation, which was actually shot here in New Orleans. But yeah, y'all be safe, be blessed. And if one thing I can say, and I gotta follow this too, so I'm not a hypocrite, is black men, we gotta take our health seriously. Uh, there's no telling when or where our time on earth is gonna come to an end. We don't have that many sunsets. We don't know. That's up to the man upstairs, but we got to be sure to take care of our health, mentally and physically. So, and be right with God, because that's another thing. You never know. So when you celebrating stuff like this, you may go just as quick as Kevin Samuels did. So be careful what you celebrate and what you wish for. You just might get it. I couldn't have thought of a better joke. So stop. Before I go, I want to show y'all something. I shared this afternoon. This is going on in New Orleans, East, my hometown, my neighborhood. They have hookers. There's a red light district that runs on Chef Tour Highway, and whoever this guy is, you recorded yourself committing a crime. But this was funny as hell. Let me just show y'all. Watch this. This made my day. Hey, get inside. Don't nobody want none of that. Nobody want none of that. Used a paintball gun on this girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, anyway, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Uh, I'm sure there'll be. I mean, he's going to be hard one to replace. I know, $1.4 million, 1.4 million subscribers. I don't know anybody. I mean, they obviously have YouTubers who have more, but I mean, this man had a following. So may he rest in peace. What happened, Danielle? They were cleaning up the streets from prostitution, I guess, and that's what that was. I have no. That's the only way I can phrase it. But let me get out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe and be blessed, okay? I'll holler. Peace. Hey, get that.